Alright guys, so what are the hot products and niches to sell right now? You're probably new to ecom or drop shipping, and you're probably getting stuck on what product or niche to sell. Also, because you know it takes a lot of time to set up a store and actually test out these products, so you don't want to waste time testing a product or a niche that is not doing too hot. And I'm assuming that you're doing this research right now by watching this video on what niche to get into and start selling. And lucky for you, in this video I'm going to break all of that down. We're going to cover the niches that I personally think and statistically are performing the best right now. And hopefully by the end of this video, it points you in the direction that you want to take your store and actually start testing and selling on. All of these niches that I pick out have the potential to run up a store to $100,000 a month. And not only that, but all of these niches have evergreen elements in them. That way they're still going to have increasing demand year over year, and you can actually run a sustainable business rather than just some pump and dump type of dropshipping store. All right, enough of that. Let's get right into the niches. But before we get into the first niche, if you want a free custom built Shopify store made by my own personal AI, and you get 35 private Shopify tutorial videos made by me and my team, I'll have a link down below in the description for that. So make sure to take advantage. It takes less than 10 minutes to set up your store in a niche of your choosing. Products already loaded onto it, winning ad creatives provided for you, and a ton of other ecom resources. Make sure you take advantage of this offer because I don't know how long we can do this for. And again, it's completely free, so you have nothing to lose. Make sure to check it out. Again, it's in the description. All right, kicking off the first niche that we're going to be talking about today is health and wellness. Now, why I like this niche is because I think it's a great option for beginners to actually get into drop shipping and e-commerce because it has such a wide variety of products and you can really take it in any direction that you want. I mean, if you truly think about it, who doesn't want to better themselves? Who doesn't want to have a healthier lifestyle, especially in the younger generations that are becoming more health conscious in terms of what they're putting in their body, the types of food that they're eating, the supplements that they're taking, the list goes on and on. This niche has a global market value projected to reach trillions of dollars. All we have to do is take a small piece of this pie in our store and you're gonna be making some good money. Now, some routes that you can take with this niche, again, because it is a really wide niche, you can go in the home fitness route, you can go into supplements, you can go into sleep products. There really is just an endless amount of products in sub niches that you can go within this niche. Now let's cover some statistics to actually back up what we're saying here. So according to the latest report from McKinsey, in the United States alone, it's estimated that the wellness market has reached $480 billion, growing at 5 to 10% per year. It says the growing predominance of chronic lifestyle diseases is one of the key factors driving this market's growth. This has encouraged many people to adopt healthier habits. And some of the most popular categories within this niche are personal care, beauty, nutrition, well-being, and fitness. And you can see this graph that's provided from McKinsey. Millennials and Gen Z are really leading the pack of purchasing these products to improve their well-being and health. And it just so happens that millennials and Gen Z are the ones that are the most on social media. Therefore, advertising to them is going to be a lot easier because they are already on these platforms and they're already interested in this niche or product. Now you can see on Google search trends that health as a search term has just been completely steady. People are highly interested in this, averaging about a 75 score rating of interest in search on Google. Now, if you go down to the related topics, you can see things like gut health and nursing. These are just some of the breakout topics that Google is currently seeing. A lot of them are gastrointestinal tract type of things or gut health, which is really why you see a rise of a lot of supplements being sold online. People are wanting to take control of their health. They're not getting the nutrition that they need, especially in the United States, from certain foods that are actually affordable at the grocery store. And to supplement the vitamin deficiency, they're taking supplements and vitamins. Now, there's so many different ways that you can take the health and wellness niche. One thing that you can do is go on a website like Supplyful, and you can actually private label any of the supplements that they have on their website and directly ship them out to the customers. So how this website works is you can go on here and let's say you wanted to sell some BCAA post-workout powder. Maybe you have a workout channel on YouTube or TikTok and you want to promote your own brand or product, or you just want to start up a store from scratch. You can do this all here super easily. All you do is plug in your design here and they'll actually print it on the labels. All you have to do is go on Supplyful. You can look at their catalog of products. There's so many different ones on here. It depends on what kind of supplement that you want to sell. Say you want to sell 5-HTP. All you have to do is upload your logo. They actually send it to you on Canva and then you can replace it with your logo, branding, and any words that you want to use on the bottle. And then you upload it back onto Supplyful and then you can order a sample if you'd like. And then promote your product on, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and then they'll actually send out your product with your branding on it directly to the customer. So you don't have to warehouse any inventory. It makes it a lot easier nowadays because it used to be really hard to get in the supplement industry, but websites like this make it super easy. One of these that I actually fell for recently and purchased was these creatine gummies from Beast Bites. You've probably seen them a lot on TikTok. They have a ton of viral videos on TikTok right now promoting these gummies, and they also do TikTok shop and affiliates. So you're seeing this all over the place. And if you're in that workout and health and wellness niche and you want to take creatine, you've probably seen these on your TikTok page. All it is creatine infused gummies, but they have some great branding, some great content on TikTok, and they are really crushing it right now, especially with the integration of TikTok shop. And if you look at it, I mean, all the the photos are extremely simple. Like there's nothing too crazy about this website. They just do a great job at marketing, and they're allowing you to take creatine, a supplement that a lot of people are using right now, especially in the workout space, through a fun new way, which is just infused gummies instead of taking creatine powder. Again, you can take this niche and sub-niche it down into a bunch of different ways, whatever you're most comfortable with and think that you can film the best content with, and you probably know the most about and believe in, because that's going to help you with your marketing and your copy as well. All right, the next niche on the list is something that you might be a little bit uncomfortable selling, but if you're in the business of making money, does it really matter? I don't know. This is up to you. All right, so with the election coming up in the United States, people go absolutely crazy for their team, right? And if you're in the United States, whether you're voting for Trump or Biden, it does not matter. You can capitalize on both sides of the election. Now, in theory, this opportunity only comes around every 4 years in our election cycle, but that cycle of every 4 years is the amount that you can make a ton of money during that time. And then even when it's not during the election season, people are still buying funny t-shirts and posters and mugs of their favorite or the candidate that they actually hate. Obviously, the demand during the election cycle is going to be a lot higher than out of the election cycle, but I still think it's a sustainable niche that you can get into. So if you go on Google search trends and we type in Joe Biden, and then we look at the past 5 years, look at this massive spike, obviously during the last election when everyone is searching about the presidential candidates, right? So we're coming up to this again in November. That means you have a lot of time to actually prepare for this and get ahead of this curve before it spikes once again. And you can do the exact same thing with Donald Trump. You can look at the past 5 years, a massive spike in the last election, which is about to take place once again in the next couple months or so. So you're probably thinking, yes, there's a massive search during the election cycle of Joe Biden or Donald Trump, but how are we going to capitalize on this? This is where you can go on a print-on-demand website like Printful, and you can just put quotes, pictures, funny memes, or designs on t-shirts and mugs or posters, whatever it may be. So they both do some funny stuff as candidates, and you can make 2 separate websites, one for Joe Biden fans and one for Donald Trump fans, and just put funny memes of the latest things that have happened in the news on either side of the spectrum. Trump says something funny, or he's got his mugshot now. You can put that on a t-shirt on print-on-demand with a funny quote underneath it. Same with Joe Biden. He freezes up on stage. You could make a funny shirt, making fun of Joe Biden for freezing. If you're going to go with this niche, I highly recommend you keeping up with the news. That way you can get ahead of the curve when anything happens on either side. That way you can crank out a design on Canva, upload it on Printful, and have it ready to ship out, and really get ahead of that curve as that viral moment is taking place. And if you want to take it a step further and not just do organic traffic trying to promote these products, you can definitely advertise these on Facebook, and they do really, really well because there's a lot of political people on Facebook, especially in the older generations, and they really eat up this stuff. Now, another idea in the political space that I've seen doing really, really well on TikTok, and it's actually pretty funny. So this is like in the prank space, and they are actually doing so well on TikTok Shop. Basically, there's a ton of variations of these polymailers that have funny things on them. Like one is like, thank you for registering to the Gun Give Back program. Please insert your firearm here and send it back. Thanks for being a Joe Biden supporter or whatever it is, right? And it's a prank, and you send these to your relatives who are massive Trump fans or Second Amendment people or whatever, right? And then they get it and they freak out, and it's just a prank, right? This is doing super well right now because it's just funny and it's just a harmless prank, and there's a lot of reactions out there of people receiving these, and the older generation is just getting extremely pissed off about it. It's pretty funny. So literally the only product for this is this one specifically has a letter in there, and then also just has this custom polymailer, which is super, super cheap to make. You are literally selling them a prank. You're not even selling them a physical product necessarily, just the thing that it actually ships in. So the cost of a custom polymailer is no more than $2, $3, and you ship that out, and that's the only thing that you have to ship out. You're not even shipping out a product per se. You can charge $15 for this prank because you don't want to obviously create one yourself, and you just think it's a funny prank and it's worth $15. And then they send it directly to whoever you want it to in an unmarked package. They get it and they get the reaction and they think it's a funny prank or whatever, right? I think that's a really cool way to capitalize on that, especially during this election season because it's so divisive. It's just a harmless prank, and you don't have to worry about the product not working or anything like that because it's literally just a box essentially. All right, so the next niche on the list is home improvement and decor. Now you're probably thinking why this niche specifically with the housing market and the way the prices are right now, it's absolutely insane. But that's actually a really good thing for this niche, and it's still staying high right now. Interest rates are still high, housing prices are still high, so a lot of people are not moving. They're staying in their apartments or houses that they already own. And that's really sparking an increase for renovations in their home and improving their day-to-day lifestyle in their house and the comfortability of their home. So many people are doing a full house makeover, renovation, redo, or just little simple things around the house that improve it. And you can take this in any sub niche that you want. You can do like kitchen appliances, outdoor games, and outdoor patio furniture type of stuff. Or you can do the cosmetic approach like certain panelings or wallpaper, stuff like that. You can see on Google search trends that there's a steady increase in demand for home decor in general, just this search term alone, especially around 2020, 2021, when the housing market really started going up. There's a lot more demand for home renovations and improvements since people are not really moving and they're locked into their mortgages. And what's great about this niche, if you're good at creating content, is that people are not only searching for products, but they're searching for like inspiration, design, and just ways to improve their house. And if you can illustrate that with the products that you're wanting to sell, the videos do really, really well. Take a look at this video on Instagram. It's got 142,000 likes on it. It's a simple DIY home fix or home improvement product, right? So the product that they're selling are these like moldable or shapeable cobblestones for around your, garden or backyard or whatever, just to really spice up the spot, make it look a little bit more put together. And so they're selling this product that is just like foldable, like fake cobblestone blocks. And it's a super easy fix rather than hiring a contractor to do this for you, which might cost thousands of dollars to redo your backyard. So this solution here is, hey, improve your backyard, make it look a lot nicer for way cheaper, and it's super easy to install. There's a ton of products popping up like this in the market that are just making these home improvement little things just so much easier. Because even like 5 or 10 years ago, there just wasn't this many products available online to do stuff like this at home. You had to go to Home Depot, you had to buy cinder blocks yourself, like cement them together, and it was like a huge project. But now with all of the products that are being created around this space and this niche, it makes things so much easier and way cheaper for people to improve their space. Now the next niche is pretty underrated in my opinion, and it's extremely popular, it's growing, and it can make you a ton of money if you get ahead of this curve. Because within this next niche, there's really not that much competition compared to the growth of the sport and how many people are actually just starting to play. So the next niche is pickleball. And this fast growing sport is really not just a craze, it's turning into a lifestyle. There's like the Pickleball Association now with massive tournaments where tens of thousands of people show up to it. And if you don't know what it is, pickleball is a unique blend of like tennis, ping pong, badminton, kind of all together. It's like a mini tennis kind of mixed with ping pong, I'd say. What's awesome about pickleball, specifically as a niche and a sport that's up and coming, is that everyone can play at any level, right? So whether you're a 6-year-old or a 70-year-old, everyone can really enjoy the sport because it's not too physically demanding. It's easy to play, it's easy to pick up. You can pretty much do it any time of the year. Specifically in Arizona, they are building so many pickleball courts and indoor courts as well. It is really just blowing up. They're converting a ton of tennis courts into pickleball courts. It's just because it's an easier sport to play. It's family friendly. You can play competitively if you want, or you can just, mess around and play with your friends. And it's just a really good time and a great exercise and great sport to get outside with. So if you go on Google search trends and type in pickleball, let's do more recent. It doesn't even matter actually, because it's just blowing up. Like look at this sport. I don't even know when it came out. I think it came out like the 60s, which is actually crazy. But really in like 2022, it just started popping off. It's going pretty much on a straight line up right now. And the next projected point is supposed to be at 100. It's going to be the peak of searches at all time, especially now that it's summer, it's warming up, people can play outside now. This niche in sport is absolutely blowing up. It's probably one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing sport right now. So what you can do in this niche is sell custom pickleball paddles. You can sell regular pickleball paddles. You can sell pickleball balls, shoes, training equipment. It doesn't really matter. A lot of people are just eating up pickleball. This example right here is Recess Pickleball. It's one of the bigger, kind of like cooler custom paddle, like unique designs brand. They're really aiming at kind of probably the younger audience that wants a cool paddle design and one that's pretty decent in terms of the quality of the paddle. And what's crazy is that they're selling these paddles for $86, and I can guarantee you they are not costing that much money to create these. Their big difference here between a regular pickleball brand is really just the designs. So if you're good at designs and you can get a supplier that can create you a good pickleball paddle, then you can really start breaking into this market and making a lot of money. There's really not that many custom pickleball paddle companies out there right now, which is why they're dominating. They actually got VC funding because they were taking off so quickly. So this is a great example, an inspiration type of website if you want to get into this niche. And fun fact, I actually am starting a pickleball brand. We've been in the process for a few months now. It's taking a long time. It is a little bit harder to get into. The barrier of entry is a little bit higher with the custom paddles and designs and things like that. But we're going to be launching here pretty soon. So I'm excited to start this one up and see if we can ride that wave of the demand of pickleball. All right, the next niche on the list is the beauty niche. The beauty niche is really never going away. In terms of beauty tools, new serums coming out, new skincare routines, all of that stuff, it's just getting more and more popular. It's such a massive market already, and it's only growing more and more. Very similar to what I was talking about in the home improvement and decor niche. Within the last 5 years, there's been just so many new beauty tools and products just being pumped out. We've got like the red light therapy mask, we've got the red light therapy wands, face rollers, ice rollers, eye massage things. There's just so many tools that are just becoming trends on TikTok, and so many new products coming out all the time that it's pretty much endless in terms of an evergreen niche and evergreen product development. There is always some new study about some new red light or skin routine that improves your skin by 20 years or anti-aging, all that stuff, right? And they do very, very well on TikTok organically. Like if you just type in skincare, there is so many videos with 6.4, 9.6 million, 5.7. People just like, figuring out how to improve their skin, whether it's using an ice roller or a dermaplaning abrasion thing or whatever that's called. I used to sell that one actually. There are just so many different tools that you can get in front of, and then go on TikTok shop, create your store, send out your product to some influencers to help you promote, and they can order directly on the TikTok shop. It's a great organic niche to get into. Like even just searching red light therapy, kind of one of the later trends that has just been emerging in the beauty space. It's red light therapy. If you haven't seen it, it's like the masks and the little rollers apparently put red light into your skin, and it helps with wrinkles or whatever, or acne. And it really just started popping off in 2022, and then just skyrockets, right? All the way up to 100 in February of this year. These random trends that pop up in new studies on light therapy and skincare routines or whatever really just take the market by storm, and then everyone buys these products. Everyone trusts these influencers that it does what it says it does, and it works really well. And then the products just start skyrocketing, and brands start emerging from it and really just capitalize on it. One of the bigger brands that came out of the red light therapy kind of niche and trend here is Solo Wave. They're massive now. They're like one of the best ones that hopped on it early, got some great product images, product reviews, and now they're just this huge company that you've probably seen. Then they just started investing into their website and other products, and now they're just a full-on brand, right? And there's so many people that they work with on TikTok, and they've been on the news or whatever, all this stuff, right? Just because they hopped on the trend of red light therapy. And there really is like nothing crazy special about this product. You can find the exact same product on AliExpress for like $10. It's just that they did it, they hopped on the niche and the trend, and then they created a great brand around it, great product images, and it just took off. Now that's obviously not the only product that you can sell within the beauty niche. There's a ton of different things out there, but my point is with this niche, it's never going away. It's evergreen. The products are rapidly improving and coming out all the time, which gives you so much opportunity to take advantage of. If you can hop on any of these micro trends that happen on TikTok, if you catch them early on, you are going to be sitting in a really pretty spot. All right, guys, that was the last niche on the list of the top 5 to sell right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope it gave you some good ideas what you actually should be moving forward with. Quick little tidbit, my favorite is pickleball right now. I'm obviously creating that brand, and I'm super excited to document the whole process. So we'll see how that goes. We are almost at the finish line, but there's some things and little hurdles and design wise that we have to get over. But make sure to stay tuned for that if you're interested to see how that goes. Again, I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.